Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Martina Lily and today we are doing another New Year's Eve inspo look. I have already done one up on my channel, which is the Adept with the Adept Mink palettes. Today we are going to do a look incorporating the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Glimmering Creatures bundle, because that was another resounding I guess eyeshadow combination, if you will, that you guys wanted to see. So this is inspo look 2, and then there will be at least one more, maybe 2 if I can fit it in, coming as well. So hopefully you're enjoying them, and even if you're just sitting on the couch and, you know, eating snacks for New Year's Eve, it's still a fun time to get glam in my mind. So hopefully all of this sounds interesting, you want to stick around. If you do, go ahead and do the YouTubey things like subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get started. I am going to start off with priming with my Hourglass Veil Eye Primer. I am still testing this, as you know, but also I'm just really enjoying it. It actually reminds me very, very much of the Rare and Pat McGrath Labs primers, if you're wondering. So happy days. So we are going to use the Glimmering Creatures bundle from Glaminatrix. I believe this is still in stock on the Glaminatrix website, if you're wondering. So I do have it, like everything on my face today will be linked in the description box down below. They are affiliate links, so if you shop through them, thank you so much. And I do have a discount code with Glaminatrix. That's in the description box as well as the link. So you guys seem to love Glaminatrix as much as me, because I do see the orders that you guys are making through my link, and thank you so much for supporting my channel, truly. But also I'm so excited because, like, they are so good. They are so good. I thought we would use the Danessa Myricks Groundwork Neutrals palette in conjunction with these singles today, because this was also a pretty big palette for the year. If you don't have these, don't stress, just find anything in your collection that maybe looks similar or is just sparking joy for you, and you can still follow the steps. I'm going to use these 2 shades because I actually haven't yet, I'm pretty certain, on my channel, and I might have used this one, but I definitely haven't used this one, which I think is it Minka? Yes, it's Minka. This is Minka. And I saw that was a request as well. I asked you guys on my community tab if you're wondering what I'm talking about. I'm going to start out with a Refa 16 and take Chiseled. I'm going to go into the pomade right here. I love this palette. I've seen so many mixed reviews on this palette. I love it. I really do. Like, you can see how much I use this, truly. It sits on my desk. I use it like every single day. I'm just going to start by wiggling this and blending it out through the crease. I don't know, I just find it so easy to blend and use. I love the pomade so much. I don't have a smell to mine either. I know a heap of people have said that they've got a smell to theirs. I'm actually just going to put a little bit of this shade all over the lid, just lightly. I don't have a smell to mine, just FYI, but I just absolutely love and adore it. And I just use it with all my normal brushes, by the way, like normal natural hair brushes. So yeah, I just love it. I just love it so much. I'll just take a teensy bit of the matte powder to just set it a little bit. You don't need to though, if you don't want to. I'd say if you have super oily lids, definitely like set it. I find for my lid type, I have quite dry lids that I don't need to set it, but I just will because we're here. Why not? Then I'm going to take a Refa 14. I'm just going to go into Sculpted, and I'm going to go into the pomade first. And I'll start by tapping this on the outer corner. And then because I put too much on like normal, I've got no extra color on my Refa 16. I'm just going to use it to wiggle this out a little bit. Just going into a little bit of the matte shadow Chiseled, which is that first shade we used with that Refa 16. I'll just again blend it a little bit. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of the matte with the Refa 14 from Sculpted and just set that a teensy bit as well. Just like so. See? Nice and easy. I thought in this video I would talk about just my year in general, and I guess some things I learned and observations, and then things I'm looking forward to. So hopefully that's interesting and not incredibly boring. This has no extra color on it again. So one, I think I'm learning, like, so I'm gonna be 34 in January, I know. And I say I know because it's just like, I still feel like I just turned 30 a minute ago. And so I guess that's been a big realization this year, has been like, time goes so fast and you really are not guaranteed tomorrow. And so for me this year, it's really been about trying to find balance and, you know, live a way of living my life so that if something was to happen to me tomorrow, I would go out feeling really comforted by the way that I've been living my life. I don't know if that makes sense, or I don't mean that to be like morbid or anything. I'm gonna take my Mcgrath Labs Intensifeyes stick. You obviously can use concealer, glitter glue, nothing, wet your brush, whatever you like. I'm gonna take a ref or two, and now we're gonna dip into Mink, which is this absolutely beautiful shadow. I do have a video using these already on my channel where I've done like in-depth swatches and everything. I just love these. These are one of the best releases of 2024 in my personal opinion. 2024, see, I'm already in 2024, 2023. So that's been a big thing for me this year, is just learning more about myself. I got diagnosed with ADHD last November, so I'm now a year into my diagnosis, and that has been a ride. Just like learning about myself again and how that has like shaped my life, and you know, all of the fun, interesting, colorful ways that impacts my life in positive and negative ways, to be honest with you. So that's been fun. It's been, I definitely feel like I've come out of this year at the moment knowing a lot more about myself, and also realizing and being okay with like not working 100 million miles an hour and just taking a step back and like really appreciating family time and friend time and downtime. And you know, you don't always have to be, I guess, doing the grind, if you will, and like succeeding. It's okay to have a balance at times, and it's okay to work a lot at times, and it's just about understanding your body and stuff. So that's been nice. That's been a nice revelation for me. Also, can we talk about how stunning that shade is? Like, wowie. Wow, wow, wow. So I'm just going back into Sculpted, which is that dark brown, and I'm just going into the pomade side, and I'll just marry it here. So that's been fun, just learning all about myself. I changed anxiety medication this year to a much more like gentler one, and oh my gosh, it was so much better, and like I don't gain weight like crazy on this one, which is nice. And I just feel a lot more calmer and happier. Also, I learned that I am just an incredibly anxious person and always have been this year. I'm just going actually into the matte of this one with that Refa 16. I just thought it was situational, but then I was like really deep diving on my childhood, and I was like, wow, I've been anxious since I was a kid. There you go. There you go. No wonder I've had migraines my whole life. And so this year I feel like I've really turned a corner with my anxiety and just being happy and peaceful. And now I'm just like in, I would say, the best place I've ever been mentally, which has been very exciting. You know, it has not been an easy journey, but it is a journey that I feel really content with, if you will. I'm going to leave the eyes here. You could add a wing if you wanted to, or you could even add some black shadow and really deepen up this outer corner here if you wanted to. But I did a wing in the other look, and so for this look, I'm just going to keep it a little bit simpler, because this was literally 3 eyeshadows, and I feel so far, and I feel like that's pretty simple. I had to pull my hair back for face. I just cannot do it with my hair down. I cannot. So I'm going to take my Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas 4 Primer on my BK 101. So what were we talking about? We were talking about things I've learned and things from this year. So yeah, I think mental health has been the biggest one for me this year, and I'm incredibly happy with all of the work that I've done. And as I said, it is not easy and it's a continued journey, but I definitely am the least hard on myself this year out of all of the years, which I think is huge personally for me. I'm going to take some of my green color corrector that corrects redness from Tarte. What else have I kind of figured out from this year? I definitely learned that because my job is only getting more and more stressful, I guess my actual job, if you don't know, I do have a full-time job that I do outside of YouTube. You know, I definitely learned that I can no longer really keep up with it all, especially like I feel like even next year my job's just going to get even busier again. So, and also I learned I really dislike editing. Like, it just pains me. I do not like it. If the videos, it depends on the video, but just overall, I love filming, but the editing process is definitely not for me. Although I will say, if you love editing, you guys, consider, especially if you're a female, consider going into editing as a business, because when I was looking, so if you don't know, I now actually have found an editor. Yay. This is the Sigma color corrector, by the way, and I'll go in with the dark first and then the light, and this is a Rare Beauty concealer brush. So I found a service, and there might be one video up already, but maybe not. The Dossier sponsored video, if that's up, if not, it's coming. That will be edited from, I just hear pan. I don't know if you can see that, yay. That will be my first video from the editor. So like bear with us as we kind of work out our flow and stuff together. You know, the videos will be edited a lot more differently. I've noticed, I just watched the first revision this morning actually, and like the way that my editor edits is a lot quicker and snappier than me, so bear with us while we work it, you know, we get into a flow with each other. That's totally fine. But when I was looking before I found this one, wow, like just there's a lot of it seems demand for editors, but I would especially say like for YouTube there really wasn't a lot, like especially if you are a female or even a male that's really into makeup and you can kind of market that, or like beauty fashion type YouTube editing, because there was a lot of just males that did like generic YouTube editing, but no one that really specialized in like beauty or fashion or anything like that. And so yeah, I would recommend, like if that's a passion for you, I would seriously look at starting it as a job or like doing it on the side or something, because my lord, if I could find an editor that like I could afford weekly to do my videos that actually had working knowledge instantly of like the beauty kind of videos and how we like to edit them and stuff in the beauty community, whew, I would have, you know, been on that so quick. So this is the Prada foundation, one of my faves from the year. This is in 110 Light, I think, and I'm going to take it on my Juno Cloud Sponge. Anyway, so I found my editor, which is very exciting. It's like a, it was a company that was born out of COVID actually, and it's like a monthly subscription service, and I get, you know, my own dedicated editor and all that kind of stuff. So I've only done this one video so far with them, and the plan is obviously to do at least 60 to 70% of my videos. I'll still need to edit some, and you know, it's definitely an investment from me personally, but I'm hoping the investment will pay off in terms of the fact that eventually my channel will be able to pay for said editor, and then I can have a work-life balance a little bit more instead of just, you know, either working at my job or working at YouTube. It's not sustainable after 4 years for me now, so that's been nice. So we'll see how that goes. I can always stop it if I don't like it, but yeah, if you notice my videos are edited differently, just like bear with me. Definitely give me feedback, but yeah, bear with us while we work out, you know, you got to get into a flow with each other. So that's been exciting to learn that. What else have I learned this year or appreciated about this year? Let's actually talk about the beauty industry this year. Not the beauty industry, but just like brands and stuff. I'm going to do a video actually, I think in January, where I talk about the brands that really impressed me this year, and then the brands that kind of just really disappointed me this year. But I think it's pretty safe to say, I gotta be honest, controversially, Pat McGrath has definitely disappointed me this year. And what's interesting is I was even watching like Michelle Wong's video the other day. She did like a Q&A, and my skin is just playing up today and I don't know why. It's just looking really textured. But she was saying as well, like she used to just absolutely love and adore Pat. Like it was like Pat was just up here, right? And then now like this year, Pat's just kind of gone okay. And I really, really agree with that. Like I think the best launch that Pat had this year was definitely like her bronzers. And like, don't get me wrong, the products are still good, just not like so incredibly wowing and amazing and gobsmacking like they have been in previous years. I did this concealer combo yesterday, the Gucci with the Tower 28, and I really, really liked it. So we're gonna try that again today. Gucci's 14N, it's 2 yellows, so I would be going into a store and swatching if you wanna pick this up. And then Tower 28's BU, and it's perfect shade. So yeah, I don't know, I just found this year's Mothership really disappointed me. And like, listen, I get it. I totally get that like the pink color stories sell for her and stuff, but like, does every release still have to be pink? Like, what about other neutral palettes? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a pink palette isn't just the only kind of color story that would really like take hold for her. Like imagine if she came out with like a heap of like brownie type palettes. Like she doesn't really have a lot of, I guess, palettes in that like kind of range either. And just the quality of the last Mothership just did not impress me at all. So yeah, I don't know, Pat definitely disappointed me this year, unfortunately. Like I found myself, like I didn't even really pay any attention to this recent like little chroma pot release. It dropped, I saw it on there and I was just like, I am not picking these up. These do not interest me whatsoever, which is so unheard of for me and Pat Mcgrath Labs, right? Like so unheard of. I don't know what's up with old Pat, but hopefully next year is a better year, hopefully. A product that I have not whipped out on the channel in a while is the Rare Beauty bronzer stick. This is in Bright Side, a little bit more neutral, which I quite like. Yeah, so Pat definitely was a brand that, yeah, made me a little sad this year, which is fine. It's just makeup, obviously. That's just a little bit of fun, so who cares? But like, yeah, she went from definitely being like my holy grail brand to, I don't even think this year she would have made the top 5 in her current releases, apart from the bronzers. Another brand that really kind of disappointed me this year, and that last year I would have said was in probably nearly my top 5, is Kosas. Like I really enjoy Kosas, but the products that I feel like they really didn't release many products this year. I could be wrong about that. But the products that they did release, like I got the wet sticks and they were fine, but like, yeah, just nothing felt rave worthy from that brand this year at all, which last year I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for like more products from Kosas to be released. That was a bit of a shame. I'm just gonna take a little bit of my make powder on my What's Up 201. I'm too lazy to mix it with my Bobbi Brown today to set my under eyes. Tell me a brand that maybe like disappointed you this year, that you were just like, oh, I'm always so excited for this brand, but after this year I just don't even really remember they exist. But brands that I absolutely loved, I mean, I'm spoiling this video, but anyway, was like Sigma. Wow. They shocked me with how good their products are this year. It was the first time I've ever tried like their makeup products. I'm gonna take the Makeup Forever 1N06 like matte powder just with my veil brush from Hourglass to set the rest of my face. I just want a little bit extra coverage without it looking too heavy. Yeah, Sigma really blew me away this year. What was another brand that blew me away this year? Chanel. I'm not gonna tell you all of them because I'm ruining the video for myself that I want to film. I've just hit pan on this too, look. Can you see? Can you see that little pan? Oh my gosh, go me. Very exciting. Yeah, Chanel. I'd never really tried any Chanel products before. And my goodness, did all of the products that I tried from them this year really impress me. Wow. So I'm super excited to keep trying things from their brand. I really am. I'm going to take the Hourglass bronzer in Nude Bronze Light with my Pat bronzer brush. You know, the other thing that I came to really love this year more than ever was just a luxury eyeshadow quad. So I don't know if you remember watching my videos even like last year or the year before that especially. I would have been like, oh, I just hate quads. What's the point? You know, I love a big palette, and I still do, but I've got to say I've really come to, and it's probably just with age and stuff, right, too, but like I've really come to love a luxury eyeshadow quad. I really have. Like I reach for them like this year I feel like I've reached for my eyeshadow quads a lot more than I have any of my other palettes, which is honestly huge for me because I used to just like rag on eyeshadow quads so much. Who remembers those days? I've really turned a corner with them. I know. I'm just gonna quickly go off camera and do my brows and then we'll be right back. Brows are all on and I'm just gonna quickly put the Victoria Beckham Silver eyeliner in my top and lower waterline. Then I'll take the chiseled shade from Danessa on an R107. I like to take the pomades for my lower lash line because then I get no fallout. It's so good. I love the pomades for lower lash line. And then I'm just going to take a teensy bit of Sculpted. And you can really make this as smoky or as soft as you like. As you know, around here, the world is your oyster. Then for inner corner, let's take a little bit of Panda. Yeah. This is a Sonia G pencil brush. Just a teensy bit. Caliray mascara. We are on the home stretch. Now, a highlighter I haven't taken for ages is the Tarte Glow Tape. And this is the shade, no idea, Pearl Glow, I think. And this is a lovely, lovely highlight, actually. I just put it on the back of my hand and then pick it up with my sponge. I actually like this one more than I like the Charlotte Tilbury Spotlight wand. It's just a little bit more natural and soft of a glow. Very pretty. Then I will take one of my also fades, the Natasha Denona Plexi Glow, just to set it lightly because I like a bit of highlight on a New Year's Eve. I'm actually going to see Wonka tonight at the movies. I am very, very excited. I love me some Wonka. It's like one of my original like favorite movies. Okay, cream blush. I'm going to take Rosé and Brunch from Danessa, and I'm just going to pick it up with my sponge. Now remember, these are super pigmented, so be careful. Just tap lightly. Blush is Cosmic Coral from Pat. I picked this up in the Black Friday sales. You know, it's with my Smashbox brush. I really like these blush duos from Pat, actually. The colours that she's got are quite nice. So I'll just dust this on. Oh my goodness. I totally did not realise I was putting on way too much. But don't you worry, pretty little faces, because we'll fix it. So I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. That was way more pigmented than I anticipated. All fixed. All right. Now, color lip, you could go really bold. You could go like a deep red. You could go a vampy purple, deep brown. But I think for me, the perfect one is going to be Natasha Denona My Dream Lip Combo. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Now you could go a bolder lip, but for me, this is exactly what I would do. Like, this is such a teens look, truly, such a teens look. All right, let me go do hair and jewelry and we will zoom out and wrap this up. All right, my friends, this is the finished makeup look. What do you guys think? I feel like it's come together so well. Like I said, I feel very, very me in this look. Hopefully you enjoyed this and that satisfied your want for me using the Glimmering Creatures bundle. Like I said, you can totally mix and match any shadows in your collection to recreate this look. It was very, very simple. At most, we used 4 shadows. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I know the chit chat was weird, but that's where we were today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and some things that you've taken away from this year would be lovely. And if you are watching till this point, you know you're an absolute legend. Thank you so, so much. I truly appreciate you, and I hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye!